Hello everyone, I am Hannibal, and this is Mass Effect 2. I am super excited to be getting into this. We'll be starting a new game here in a moment. We just recently finished Mass Effect 1, obviously. We're diving right into Mass Effect 2, and I've been so excited to get to Mass Effect 2. I love the trilogy as a whole, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. It's my favorite game series of all time. But the way I distinguish it is that I like Mass Effect 1, but I love Mass Effect 2 and 3. And that's kind of how I distinguish that. So I've been really excited to get to Mass Effect 2. We're going to be diving into it. It's different from what you'll be used to if you haven't seen these games before. The playstyle is definitely different. I prefer the playstyle of Mass Effect 2 and 3 over 1. But in any case, let's get this going. So we're going to hit new game, and then we're going to import our Mass Effect 1 character. And then I'm going to shut up for a little while, probably, because there's going to be some cutscenes that we want to watch. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we're doing normal difficulty. To level up, no, we will have subtitles on. For Mass Effect 2 and 3, I actually do have the squad power usage on. Mainly because, unlike Mass Effect 1, they actually do use them. Use their powers in useful situations. And it still seems like you have access to their abilities when you need them to. So I've never had an issue with having the squad power usage on, unlike with Mass Effect 1. So we're gonna leave that on. Alright, so service history. Our name's John Shepard. We finished rank 50 in Mass Effect 1. We were an engineer, which will change. I'm gonna say that right now. We are gonna change and switch away from the engineer. And go. We're probably gonna go infiltrator. Is what I'm thinking. And it's a cool. The way BioWare allows you to do it is kind of a neat idea because they explain in game why you are able to switch away from the class you started with in Mass Effect 1. And the classes are different enough between the two games that it also makes sense why they would allow you to do that. So Rex is alive. We have Kaidan was killed on Vermeer. The council was saved, and something it doesn't say, we romanced Ashley, and we allowed the Arachnite Queen to survive. Those are all things that will, well, affect either Mass Effect 2 or 3.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for. Saving the Citadel, even saving the Council. Humanity has the trust of the entire galaxy. And still, it's not enough.
Our sacrifices have earned the Council's gratitude, but Shepard remains our best hope.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, the galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earned humanity membership in the prestigious group. Now the Council is forced to respond to evidence that the Reapers, so on and so forth. Hopefully you're able to read all that. Basically, Council responds to the fact that the Reapers may or may not be coming back. They're still not willing to accept it, and they've been sending us to clear out Geth. Is the
disengaging FTL drives.
Shorter version of
Mission
that.
syncs active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Trouble for the Normandy.
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
They'll be here.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape
Joker's
shuttle.
still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
You're leaving. No argument.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Commander,
Ashley, go. Now.
aye aye. Everybody in. Go, go, go!
There's the escape pods. Alright, we need to go get Joker since he's refusing to leave the ship.
This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy! Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
When I first played this was not how I expected the game to start, believe me. With the Normandy being ripped apart like it's a toy by some random enemy that we've never seen before. We'll see them again before this is done, though. They're just pushing chairs out of the way. Here's Joker.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
No, you can't. It's too late now.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack.
That's a problem. There goes the Normandy. That's the last we'll be seeing of her. And Shepard has a suit puncture. And so ends the life of Commander John Shepard. The Normandy's gone, and so is Shepard. Welcome to Mass Effect 2.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
They found our body. Our heart's beating again. The graphics are so much better in this game compared to Mass Effect 1. Yep. Alright, so accept imported face. They had to kill us to let us be able to choose a different, what we want to be. So there is an engineer class, but it's very different from the engineer that we just finished playing. And it's not my favorite. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. Infiltrator's fun. I'm thinking we're gonna go Infiltrator. I love using sniper rifles in this game. It's one of my most favorite things to do. So I think we're gonna go Infiltrator. Vanguard is also very different from Mass Effect 1. It's a very fun class to play. It's a little easier in Mass Effect 3 to play than Mass Effect 2. But because there's some extra abilities in Mass Effect 3 that make it a little more viable. But it's still a very fun class to play, although I wouldn't suggest playing it the first time around. It's definitely one you want to play, you know, your second or third time playing it. The biotic abilities in Mass Effect 2 and 3 are just so much fun to use. But I think we're gonna go with Infiltrator. I have all the DLC that I can get, so there's a few like pre-order bonus stuff that obviously no one can access, but I have everything you can buy for this game. I do own, and since I've beaten this game numerous times and I have all the achievements, I can select a bonus power among all these things. And let's see here. I'm gonna go Infiltrator. So what would work well with Infiltrator? Barrier, slam. I might just go with an extra ability that allows me to, gives me some like extra option in combat. I'm gonna go with Slam. Slam's fun. It allows you to pop enemies up in the air and then you slam them back down to the ground biotically. Alright. After this point, we're locked in. And we're locked in, I believe, through Mass Effect 3 as well. I don't think you can change in Mass Effect 3 which class you are. You might be able to. I can't remember, though.
There, on the monitor. Something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still
The
climbing.
last thing we remember is the Normandy blowing up and we flying into space. So this would be
Red zone. It's not working.
a little
Another dose. Now.
traumatic.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander.
And now the next thing we know,
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack.
that would be a rude awakening.
Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
Alright.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and
This
armor.
pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security, trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Alright, so we're already
Looks like they said
the game is much different. There's a sprint option. You can cover much easier, and the game is a lot more about cover. And weapons now have a ammo supply and not an overheat function. So it's thermal clips and not overheating anymore.
Look out!
There we go. Let's see what we have. Disruptor ammo. Rips through shields and shreds synthetic targets. I don't like having that mapped to a power though. Y is tactical cloak. Let's go. We'll map that to LB. And, this is slam.
Keep moving. We need to get you to the shuttles.
Alright, so that's fun. Oh yeah, and there's ammo abilities now. Or not ammo, yeah, ammo abilities, which do different things.
Shepard,
More
security
mechs coming
are
this
closing
way.
on your- Don't take any chances. Stay in cover while you take out those mechs.
Combat systems engaged.
The two like parentheses that slowly go back towards my targeting article is what shows me when I can use my abilities, and because there's a big difference also is in this game, in Mass Effect 2, when you use an ability, all of your abilities are then grayed out until so you can't use multiple abilities like you can in Mass Effect 1. If you use one ability, you have to wait for everything to recharge before you can use another ability, rather than picking and choosing in between ones that are resetting and ones that are still able to be used.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Alright, heavy weapon, grenade launcher.
Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher.
We've been spotted.
Take the elevator down one floor.
Alright. There we go. Sprint through the flames.
Get to the door. Run.
Oh, come on, I was running. There we go.
You're doing great, Shep. Head to the next room and I'll try to beat you. Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
Obviously, Miranda's in trouble. There's a bunch of Cerberus data logs we're going to listen to along the way here.
Hostile forces have engaged.
There we go. We'll hacking is different in this game as well. So like the wall safe, you match up the symbols to each other. It's fairly simple. Alright. And then let's see, let's listen to this one first.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
And this is all about me and the project.
The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Obviously there's someone who's not quite happy about his situation, although over 4 billion credits to bring me back. It's insane. Alright, so we came from there. Well, he's dead.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become a new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
That's another thing about this game. It's a little more, in terms of language, it's a little more R-rated than the last game. So,
Nice trip.
it doesn't bother me any, but just to let you guys know. Hey, Jacob.
Hostiles detected.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Who are you?
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shop first.
Just a few questions.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together.
2 years,
You were
over 4
comatose,
billion credits.
or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
Where are we?
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It is. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day.
Alright, deal.
Low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
Authorized for lethal force.
Alright, so Jacob, you can do that. I'll hit him with that. There we go.
They're falling back. Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
State of my
You
injuries.
said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were.
That's good to hear.
You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Just me.
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
What's going on with the station?
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting. At us, I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
How about the crew?
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know where they are now?
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
It's been 2 years, though. They're all off doing other things at this point.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
And what up, Miranda?
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
Didn't sound
There was
good.
some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Alright, I think let's get out of
What's the
here.
quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
That's Wilson.
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Who's Wilson?
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Conveniently through this door. Alright. More ammo. And then...
They've seen us.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Threat hostile captured. Impact event.
Wilson, find us.
Oh, God. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those...
Alright.
I'm hit! They shot me!
So Wilson's been technically shot. Here's another data log.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Alright. That's at least good to hear. They had a good lead for the project. There's Wilson. Where's the mechs that you claimed has shot you?
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Alright, so Metagel works a little different in this game. Instead of, because you have your shields and your health, but you don't heal you don't use Metagel to heal you. Instead, Metagel maps to your Unity ability. So then it acts as basically to get your squad members back up. So there's no healing function in this game. It's just to bring your squad members back if they've gone down.
Thanks, Shepard.
That's how Metagel works now.
Never thought you'd save my
I like that system a little better, actually.
Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
Yeah, I don't trust any of you yet.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Yeah, no, I don't think she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
Firing.
Now overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Alright, sure, overload.
Drop!
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Remember them from the first game? All those weird facilities with those crazy creatures and testing? Yeah, that's them.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Sarah. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Who's the Elusive Man?
The Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah.
Also voiced by Martin Sheen.
Of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
Great
His
actor.
code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Alright, let's go.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
And then, so you saw the one with the wall safe, and then there's the data pads that you can hack, which involve matching up the right... There we go. Code segments without running into the X'd out ones that you have like 3 shots, and if you mess up. Also, if you run out of time, the credits you can get start going down. So it just keeps cycling through. Oh, he didn't die? Alright. There we go. No. A few more mechs headed this way.
Authorized for lethal force. Outside forces have engaged.
I think it's Island, yeah.
Get over here.
Perfect. There's another data pad. And then that. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll do the wall save. It's not that hard once you get used to it. Alright. And then we'll listen to this thing.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
For which I'm very thankful. It's good to be back. Alright. And then we'll just head to the shuttle bay doors here. And...
Come on, through here. We're almost at the...
Surprise!
Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Sounds a little cocky to me.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Where were you?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
That's a pretty great line, in all honesty.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
Why?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Alright, well, let's go. Let's go find out.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
2 years, huh?
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when slavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Kaidan Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
It was a hard choice.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Kaidan gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Shepard, think back to the Citadel, after the Alliance saved the Destiny Ascension and you killed Saren. What happened next?
Anderson joined the council.
Humanity was offered a spot on the council. I recommended Captain Anderson for the position.
Yes, Captain Anderson is now Counselor Anderson. Though from what I hear, he preferred life in the military.
Still, good to know that the human council member isn't going to put politics ahead of defense.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the Elusive Man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Alright. Another Cerberus station.
The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
Let's customize our gear real quick. So, casual appearance, I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't really care for the other outfits. Armor. I have a couple of other options. Probably not going to use them though, because I don't like the fact that you can't take the helmet off. So, no helmet. Let's see, that does power damage, increases power damage 3%. That does melee damage 10%, weapon damage 5%, shield strength. Yeah, I'll take that. Increases weapon damage by 3%. Oof, I'm not sure I like the huge shoulder pads. Shields by 8, melee damage by 10%, or weapon damage by 3%. Well, let's see I wonder what it looks like entirely. That's very, very big. I'm gonna go back to the N7. Weapon damage by 3, shields 3, melee damage 10. Weapon damage 3, shields 3. Is it the same? And N7 just doesn't increase health by 3%. Weapon, shields, melee. Increases shields by 8%, heavy ammo capacity by 5%. Shield strength. Alright, yeah, we'll do that for now, I guess. I'm just not a fan of the giant shoulder guards. Alright, and then we can... Material, I'm not really sure if that matters too much. Just more changes the... kind of how things look just a little bit. Maybe that's a little better way of that. Material doesn't really seem to change much. You can change the color, which is cool. Red, darker red. Ooh, I kind of like that. I think I'm gonna go with that super dark red. That. And then tint 2. Let's see what we can make of this. Dark red and blue. Oh, here we go. We'll take a look at the back and see what it looks like. Because I mean that's what we're gonna be looking at anyways. Not sure I'm a fan of that. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. That'll work. Pattern. Different patterns, huh? See what does it look like on the back. Oh, I see. All right. It looks like a camo pattern going there. I think I'll just stick with the first one. Pattern color. Since there isn't really a pattern, that won't matter. Alright. Actually, I think... yeah. Let's clear all this. We can level up a little bit here. Tentacle Cloak will upgrade so I can unlock Incinerate. And I'll put 1 in Operative. There we go. And now we'll talk to the Elusive Man.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You don't know me.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
You mean besides the Reapers? Oh, okay.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Let's just move along here.
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Cerberus.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Alright, what about the abductions?
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
It could be. How about Alliance aid?
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier, and more convenient.
Alright, so why me?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
So maybe I believe you.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Do I have a choice?
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Fine. I'll go to Freedom's Progress. Leveled up again. I'm not really gonna bother with cryo ammo. That's another thing, is you don't have enough points to upgrade everything, so you're gonna have to pick and choose what you're gonna use. I'm probably not gonna really use AI hacking that much either. I might put some points in that once some of these others are more upgraded. I'll do that. Alright.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
Alright.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
You mean
I just hope it was worth it.
making you
A lot
alive
of people
again?
lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any idea what we'll find?
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Alright, how about the Lazarus Project?
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Elusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Elusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
I'm kind of glad he was in charge then. I don't want to be implanted with a control chip.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Elusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
It will.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The Elusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Fine, guess that's all I'm gonna get out of you, so...
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Alright, how about you, Jacob? You gonna be a little more friendly?
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
I think so. You seem to be the honest type.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Corsair? What's that?
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
And how about you joining Cerberus?
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Okay, I can respect that.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Let's get going. I like this because I imported a character from Mass Effect 1. I get to start at level 3, get looks like 30,000 credits, and a bunch of materials for upgrading stuff. And then I received 100,000 bonus credits for importing a rich Mass Effect 1 character. I think we had over 7 million credits at the end of that. And then, because I've beaten the game before, I also get bonuses. 25% bonus experience on all missions. Retain all heavy weapons from previous playthroughs, although we won't have any because I haven't done any previous playthroughs on this game, on this console. And then 200,000 credits, and then 50,000 of each material, so we're starting off with a decent amount of credits already, which is nice. We're gonna need them. There's actually stuff to go and buy, upgrades, and there's a fish tank that we gotta keep stocked.
We should be there shortly, Shepard.
You'll
The
see.
elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Let's find out a little bit more.
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. We've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Fair enough.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Alright, well, search for
The
survivors.
first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Doesn't matter.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Alright, so we have our full weapons now. So let's see. Yeah, we'll switch between this and the sniper rifle. I think it will be our mains. I want Randy using that. Jacob, you can stick with the shotgun.
Understood.
I love sniping in this game. It's so much fun. Alright, yeah. Incinerate, we're gonna switch that to RB. Disruptor ammo, Jacob, I want you putting incendiary ammo on your guns, so we'll do this.
Sure thing.
This is something that I end up having to do before pretty much every mission, is make sure I have my ammo ability on, and then we'll switch. There we go.
Switch up!
Alright. And then after this mission, we'll be able to actually choose which weapons we want based on the ones we've unlocked.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Been based on the weapons we're allowed to use. So, like with this class, we are allowed to use submachine guns, heavy pistols, and sniper rifles. And then we can pick and choose of those categories which weapons we want. Of the ones we have and are unlocked. Alright, so far, we haven't seen anyone.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, no signs of battle.
Let's head over here, grab these spare parts.
Security system disabled.
Let's do that, and then we'll go. Like I said, I love the sniping in this game. Especially the headshots. Alright, that's hurting.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Alright, there's a wall safe and a med kit. That's probably connects to there. Yep. You start to recognize the patterns and where they go once you've done it enough times. Alright. I'm just gonna save here. I'm not really worried about anything, but we'll do that. Okay. Not really worried about failing it. I just better safe than sorry. There we go. That's locked off from us. So we'll just head in here. Oh look, Quarians.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Tally!
Wait. Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
Didn't really have a choice.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus
You did
spent
die.
2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Why did Vitor come
Isn't
here?
that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When
We need
he
to
saw us
get him
landing,
some
he
help
hid
then.
in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moves.
We need to team up then.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Why do you guys hate Cerberus? I must have missed something.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not
That's not how
good.
I've explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Sounds like a plan.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. Alright, we'll head down here.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
And we're going to be dealing with the drones, and they have shields, so I'm going to switch to the machine pistol. So in this game, the different weapon types are better against different things. So like the machine pistols or submachine guns are better against shields and biotic barriers, but weak against armor. Sniper rifles, very effective against armor, but weaker against shields and biotic barriers. Heavy pistol, same thing, effective against armor, weak against shields and biotic barriers. Assault rifles are decent against everything, so it's a balance. The way they have it, which it works.
Big Cenas.
Everything can kill though. It's just a matter of some things are better against certain protection types than others. But everything will kill, it's just a matter of how quickly it will.
Use overload on him.
Alright, so yeah, we'll hit him with overload.
Shotgun!
What is nice is the ammo doesn't spread out between weapons, so it's like you can have this many rounds for this type of gun, this many rounds for this type of gun, and it doesn't, if you shoot an enemy with one gun, it won't deplete ammo for a different gun, which is nice.
Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Although if you pick up a thermal clip, it gives you ammo for all of your weapons, which is good. So I can do that if I want to see the direction of the objective. Although I know where I'm going. I think I'm going to be dealing with more drones if I remember correctly. Yep, here they come. There we go. I need that. There we go.
Got him.
There we go.
Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks.
Alright.
Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Plaza Squad apart.
Of course it is.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
What's nice is if you're full on Medigel, then it just gives you credits.
Into cover.
On it. Take point, Shepard.
What's also nice is
We'll
at
cover
the end
the
of every mission, Cerberus matches however many fun credits you found. So if you found 10,000 credits, Cerberus gives you 10,000 credits. So it's a nice way to... So you want to try and find everything that you can. That's brutal. The Koreans were not ready for that.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is going to be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Alright, hit it with overload.
Take out the shield.
Start off by shooting it with this guy. Take out shields. There we go. And then we'll switch to this for the moment. He's coming after me. We'll just sneak up and around here. There we go. Incinerate. Perfect. Easy enough. Grab that.
This looks
Scan
interesting.
that. That's some research data for later. Wall safe. That's probably down there. Yep. Alright, and then power cells are your heavy weapon ammo.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Alright. So he's over here. Now we get to find out what exactly happened here.
Coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
You're safe now.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Paragon action.
Mechs will protect. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We weren't here.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
Good question.
My god. I think it's a collector.
What's a collector?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
How'd you escape?
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his envirosuit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
I'm willing that's probably a safe bet.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
And what about the Collectors?
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
They exist, all
More
right.
importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
I don't think so.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
I agree.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
We'll get it.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
Well, maybe I can help you.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
Alright, well, even if you can't help me, Vitor goes to Tali.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
I appreciate
We're ready
it.
for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Having friends pays off.
Do you ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
You seem to know something.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
What's the Omega-4 relay?
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Why would they be interested in humans?
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
What aren't you telling me?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign.
That's not true.
You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I had a good team.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Ashley.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Alright, Rex.
Where's Urdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clan.
Good for him. He's gone back to his roots. It's time to try again to unite the Krogan. To focus on more than just killing each other. How about... Obviously, we saw Tali.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Garrus.
Where's Garrus Vakarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Good for him. He knows what he's doing. We'll see him again.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
I cannot wait before we get to Ilium. It's gonna be so good. I think Ilium's probably my favorite world.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm also a Spectre.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
We'll be ready.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Is that in order?
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best.
We won't actually be going straight to Omega. Normally I would, but there's something else first that I want to go get.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
Joker!
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Illusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
She's back. We have our ship back. The Normandy SR-1 is gone forever. But we have a better version. The Normandy SR-2. But we have our ship back.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
bigger. She can fit more. We're home.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Mordin Solus, the Solarian professor on
Yeah, I know, but we've got
We know
something
the
else to do
collectors use
first.
some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
We will. We'll go get him. Soon. Not yet.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
We have an AI now instead of just a VI. Edie's gonna fast become just as much a part of the crew as anyone else.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
The galaxy map, right back where it should be. We have a private terminal. Squad, messages. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll go talk to the crew, take a look around the new Normandy, and then we'll call it good for today. We're gonna need to acquire Mordin before we can upgrade anything, but that's fine. So we have a bunch of messages. I'm not really gonna read them all. Just a few. So from Counselor Anderson, on the off chance the rumors are true and you were actually alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself of what we've been hearing. This is from the Elusive Man, just telling us that they've reached an agreement with the mercenary Zaid Masani, and he'll be a great person to have on the team. An amazing fighter and mercenary. That's a DLC mission. They found where the Normandy crashed, so we'll be visiting that eventually. This is about the armor and weapons. There's a few of these that they've sent to us. Overlord is a DLC mission. That's a Cerberus cell that's gone off the grid that they want us to go and check out. This is what we'll be doing next time. Before we go to Omega, we'll be going and recruiting the Master Thief Kasumi Goto. From the list of Shepard, at great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. We need to travel to the Sakara ward on the Citadel. There, we will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password "Silence is Golden" to begin the rendezvous. Alright. The reason why we're gonna go recruit Kasumi Goto first is because each and every squad member has a loyalty mission that when you do, before you do the final mission of the game, if you want everyone, spoilers, but like I said, it's an older game, I'm not worried about it. If you want everyone to live, there's certain things you need to have done, and that includes doing all of the loyalty missions. And the loyalty mission for Kasumi gets you access to a very good submachine gun that as soon as I use, I absolutely love using. I fell in love with it as soon as I used it. It's a great gun, and if you don't have an assault rifle, even if you do have an assault rifle, it's still just a great gun to have. It's good for damage. It's just a great gun, and it ends up being my main gun for pretty much every single class, because there's only one class that allows you to use the assault rifle. So I always go and I grab that gun first, just to make the rest of everything a little easier in terms of gunfights. And then once we'll go rendezvous with Kasumi, we'll do a loyalty mission, and then we'll head to Omega and go get Mordin. But so we'll be headed to the Citadel first. We'll talk with Anderson, and we'll go meet with Kasumi. And then that's just more weapons. Alright. Let's go.
Welcome aboard,
talk to
Commander.
her.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
What's nice is, so you have a fish tank in your captain's cabin, and if you're nice with her enough, which being nice and flirting with her doesn't affect romance of other characters. But if you're nice enough to her, she'll actually volunteer. You'll have dinner with her, and then she'll volunteer to feed your fish for you, and you never have to worry about it again. Otherwise, I tend to keep finding dead fish in my tank because I keep forgetting to feed them. But let's see.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Normally, yes.
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly
So you're a counselor.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
It's good that you're
We're lucky
here.
to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Does Cerberus hate aliens?
Sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Salarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
You're very loving.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Are you happy here?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Illusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Not right now.
I better go.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I forgot.
Maybe we'll talk later.
There's one thing. How is the crew?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Alright, I guess
I'll
that's
be
it.
here if you need anything.
Shepard runs a little funny. When in the Normandy, he'll put like his head down, and it's kind of funny looking, but that's okay. Alright, flight controls. This is kind of fun. I like being able to look out into space, but if you don't, you can actually close it.
I swear we got some lateral drift. The old Normandy never had that.
Open. Also, so I'm not going to do this every time, but if you're playing this game, something you might not know is that if you stand behind Joker long enough, he'll say different things.
No? Oh, that's good too. And... still good.
It's usually up to about 4 things he'll say, and then he just stops talking.
Can you believe this, Commander?
It's usually between every mission. He has new dialogue every time.
And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
Reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I die.
Yeah, you are such a downer.
Alright, I think he has one more thing we can say, talk about.
Commander.
How are things up here?
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
Cerberus disagrees.
I'm no fan either, but we're stuck with it.
Until I find a soldering gun. There's gotta be some wires I can cross to make it hurt.
No sabotage. Understood?
Yeah, don't break the boss's toys.
How about the mission?
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. As for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What about Miranda and Jacob?
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
And the good old days.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What about the old crew?
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. And the rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
Alright.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Oh, where is it? There it is. Alright. And then Jacob's back here. So before, this just led to the stairs. Now, though, we've got... And certain areas of the Normandy are locked away until we get the right crew member. So we won't be able to explore all of the ship just yet. But Morden will be in there in the tech labs. And then here, we have this.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, 2 subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Elusive Man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the Elusive Man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
So it's useful as long as you're only wanting to talk to one person ever.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
So it's like a meeting room, and then if you want to talk to this man, the table will sink down to the ground, and we can step into the quantum entanglement thing. Alright, we'll talk to Jacob here. Actually, let's mess with our loadout quick. I think I'm gonna keep the Mantis, because I haven't really messed around with the Incisor sniper rifle yet, and it's a 3-round burst, so I'm not sure I want to use that just yet. We'll be getting a better gun than that soon. We're gonna switch to the Phalanx, which is a great heavy pistol, and I want to use the arc projector rather than the grenade launcher. Alright, and Jacob, and yeah, okay.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Let me just see if he has anything else to say.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Alright.
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
Well, we don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? The good deeds like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices.
That's a great saying.
The hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
Alright.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
So that's this area of the ship. Then we'll head down. Actually, let's head up to the captain's cabin first. Just take a look around it real quick, and then we'll head down and talk to Miranda. There's the fish tank. No fish in it just yet. We've got, that's to view the achievements I have, which is everything. We have a private terminal. Yeah, we can also buy these replicas of stuff. And that's the Normandy SR1 in there, I believe. Actually, that might be, no, that's the Normandy SR2. We can buy the SR1. There's going to be a bunch of other ones we can add to it as well. Customize our gear, we've already done that. And we can turn on music if we want. Alright, well, it's a little better of a captain's cabin than we had in the first game, that's for sure. Cruise quarters. They don't throw any punches with the elevator this time around. They just like, you know, rather than have you standing there. I mean, it's a loading screen, so here's a loading screen. Alright, so we got starboard observation deck and the port observation deck are both, and the life support are all locked off for the moment. The men's restroom, bathroom, or toilet, sink, shower. I think women's restroom is just copy.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Alright. I like that Edie reminds you, like, wrong one. This guy always has, these two always have a conversation. It's nice.
She'll be a year old next month.
I always listen to it.
You'll miss her first birthday.
My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
You can see the drive core from right here.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
I love this guy. This guy's awesome.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mess Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you need anything?
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
How can I help?
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
No, give me the list. I can do it. I can help you.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Your responsibilities.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
This is
what
great.
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
That's great. This guy's awesome.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the Ezo rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Well, I appreciate it,
I won't
sir.
take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Alright. This down here is where the weapon systems are. It's locked away until we get that crew member. Miranda's over there, so let's talk to her. This is where she works and sleeps.
Commander, what can I do for you?
This would have been where the commander's cabin was in Mass Effect 1.
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
What is Cerberus?
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific. But we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Or the elusive
What can
man.
you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Well, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
You're genetically modified?
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
And I think I see Dr. Chakwas over here. Yep.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Need anything?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll get you another.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
You need to fly.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
How about joining Cerberus?
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
Neither are you,
I
really.
work for Cerberus.
Neither are we.
I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
I appreciate it.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skyllian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'm glad to have you.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
And the AI core, which is where EDI is housed, is back there. And one more floor. And then I forgot we need to go talk to EDI, which is near her main thing is right near Joker. Her main place that she kind of stays if you want to go talk to her. Terminal, there's the word. There's the engine room and the shuttle. I called that the engine room, I could be wrong. It's like the docking bay in the Normandy. This is the shuttle. You don't get to go down there in this game. Here's engineering through the door we just passed, and there's like some storage area down here. Alright, so engineering is right here. Oh, there we go. Engineer Donnelly and Engineer Daniels. These two guys are really fun to talk to.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Do you need anything?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why don't you have
Why
them?
isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
I'll look for them.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Okay.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
I agree.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Well, I appreciate the information.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you.
That is the drive core, this giant thing. Alright. We'll head back up, talk to Edie, and we'll call it good. And the next time we're headed to the Citadel. Fortunately, the loading time doesn't take too long.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private
Another one, huh? No new messages. Alright, she lied to me. It's like I thought I cleared them all. And Edie.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Why are you named EDI?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Okay.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
In the AI core. Your job.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air.
That would be very, very
bad. I can disable
bad.
weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Bro, the additional functions.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
I like that it goes red when she can't talk about something.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
Alright, so moving on.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Alright, well there's a lot of blocks involving Cerberus information.
Ready.
We'll just have to find out another way.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
Alright.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
It's a little bit of information about Cerberus and what EDI does for us. Alright, so we'll just head over to the galaxy map here. We'll save and then call it good for today. Codex, journal, assignments, let's see here. Disruptor ammo, generate, let's gonna boost slam, I think. There we go. Save. And there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you join me next time. And I will see you later.